Hello. It's Tuesday, the 25th of November, 2025. Welcome along to the channel, The Fifth Guardian. I'm your host, Tony Hunt, where today I'll be player of games. But as always, it's not my story. It's not your story. Today's story is all about competing in multiple series within Real Racing 3 Update 13.7. And this is part 10 of that mini series. Game on screen, audio. We've got YouTube backend working this time. No idea why it wasn't working yesterday, but it's all back today. Whoopee. And we've got John in the chat saying, well, waving his big pink hand, saying hello. Welcome along, John. Good to see you again. And Ozil is back. Yo, how are you doing, man? Hope you are doing well. Indeed, I am, Ozil. Welcome along. Thanks for watching. Thanks for saying hello in the chat. And ask, how's the event, though? It's easy, I guess. Well, up to this point, if you mean the BMW M Hybrid V8 Limited Series, it is. It is. But we're having a day off from it for today. It will be back on Wednesday and Thursday. But did quite well when you consider that the daily M dollar cap is 250,000. Got up to 42%. So we should be able to finish that off in 3 streams. I'm pretty confident of that. So Wednesday and Thursday is when that little event will return. But today, because it's a Tuesday, we've got a new online multiplayer tournament and a new weekly time trial, which usually means discounts. And again, for another week, I do have a car with a sale. And look at that, it's 50%. That's pretty good. So, I mean, is it worthwhile doing? Is a question, of course. But a couple of things to note. One, it's 50%. I don't think I've ever seen discounts bigger than 50% in the game. So that's about as good as it gets. And again, I'm only talking if you own the car. If you don't own the car, I believe it's gold. So even though it's 50% discount, I wouldn't look to purchase the car. I'd only look to upgrade the car if you already own it, i.e., you probably won it in a previous event. So, is it worthwhile doing? Well, in terms of series it's in Indomitable in season 1. So that's a series I haven't yet fully completed. So there's 32 gold reward to have there. And then the other series it's in is the exclusive series. Now, I have it on good authority. The exclusive series would give you 150 gold back once you've taken it to 100%. So it's 150 gold plus 32 gold. Now, what's the cost? Well, you can see there, I've got it at 23 out of 28. Well, I was only at 21 out of 28. And as always, because the engine had 2 upgrades, it had a gold upgrade, which cost me 95 gold, and then an R dollar upgrade, which I haven't got a clue what it cost me because R dollars, I got plenty of them. But in total, what this car is going to cost me to fully upgrade is 471 gold. So we've got, I mean, bearing in mind that's 50% discount, and it's still going to cost me 471 gold to take it from 21 upgrades to fully upgrading the car. Rewards back, I get 150 gold from the exclusive series and 32 gold from the normal racing series it's in, meaning my overall cost is 289. So the question might be, am I going to do it? Of course I am. Of course I am. Ozil asks, today will you finish it? If you're on about the BMW, no, it'll be Wednesday and Thursday. Asks or comments, I don't care about M dollars. I am waiting till my M dollar gets to 1.7 million. I am currently at 1.1. So once I reach the 1.7 million, I will look to complete the event in one go. Well, that's up to you. And therefore win the BMW. And Ozil also says, max out the Porsche. Well, okay. Go on then, as you're asking nicely. Massiage Gamer says, hello, how are you doing? I am doing very well, sir. I hope you are too. So, let's max this car out. More gold being spent. Ugh. My least favourite part of the game, spending gold. Although, while I've got over 2,000, I'm never that worried about it. There we go. Fully upgraded. Continue. And let's see what we can do. Ooh. 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 We can put our normal livery on to show that it's fully upgraded. There we go. Boom. Okay. So there we have it. Another fully upgraded car. Now I'm going to have a look in the garage. How many fully upgraded cars do I have? Maxed out. 148 cars have maxed out. Wow. Wow. That's a lot of gold. Even when you've got a 50% discount. Okay, so I guess today we're going to start off with the weekly time trial. Right. Now, do we warm up with some of the other cars? Let's have a look at how they are. So we've got 95, 92. You know what? Interestingly enough, the grip. Do you know what? Those cars are similar, but you know what sets this car apart? The grip. So I think I'm going to just get on with this car, assuming it is the best car. I'm sure it will be. And it's at Sebring as well. Ooh, there we go. 124 I've got to set. Right, okay, let's give it a go. A 124. I'm obviously not going to get anywhere near 124. Who am I kidding? Oh. Oh. Did you see that? Not as grippy as I thought. Right, we're just going to go round and set a lap. Something to bear in mind. It's not as grippy as I thought it was. Oof, almost off there. Okay, so I did see that the braking in this is not as good as the middle car. So maybe I'm having to brake just a little bit earlier than what I would normally on a well-balanced car. I mean, look, I've done 124 already. Miles behind. There we go, very slow. Mainly because of the penalty, I guess. 7 seconds of penalty, right. And Ozil says, at least reach Group C as you have maxed out the car. And laughs a lot. Well, yes, hopefully, but obviously not on that go. Right, let's give that another go then. So, should be able to improve quite significantly here. Basically, I think I'm 10 seconds up already. For me, it's always a case of familiarity helps improve my time. I think I'm about 12 seconds up now. Make that 13 seconds. Seconds up. You know what, that's, for me, that's pretty good. A 131. That's not bad at all. Ayaka enters the chat and says hello. Hello, Ayaka. Welcome along. Thank you for watching and saying hello in the chat. Good to see you again. There we go. That is, I think that's pretty good. That's not bad. Surely I'm in C now. Come on. No, I'm only in D. Let's go out and have a look. See how far away we are from getting into Group C. I thought that was quite a good time. How wrong was I? 1 second away from getting into Group C. Overall position, 7,463. Well, I can get up to 5,000, so I can obviously improve. Right, well, let's give it another go. Oh, there. Yeah, I can definitely improve, I reckon, by second. It's going to take a bit of effort, I reckon, though. Oh dear. And just getting those 2 braking points correct, or braking zones correct. I'm a little bit slower. But that's fine. This is all trial and error. A bit of practicing. Just pushing it a little bit too hard. And again. Right. So I ended up being a little bit slower there. Josu enters the chat and says, hello, Guardian. Hello back. Welcome along. As always, thank you for watching and saying hello in the chat. Right. Let's give it another go then. I mean, I will have another go at all of this on Friday, but let's see if we can get into Group C today. Oh dear. Can't quite get it together. Oh, penalty as well. And again, oh dear. Messed it up right at the end. So, no cigar there. Still got plenty of durability left. I don't think I'm going to do any other racing with this car. Just focus on the time trial. So, I've got a couple more goes. See what we can do. No, 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 no. Okay, promising. Oh dear. Well, it was promising. Half a second up and I make a mistake. Oh well. That's me all over. Let's try again. No, we're not half a second up, but we are up. Let's not mess this up now. Oh, yeah, great big useless. Hopefully I've got one, just enough for one more go I have. This will be it then. It's not now or never, because there'll be Friday. Oh dear. I'm having a little bit of a struggle here. Ozil says, "What's the time where you live when you start the stream? What's the time? All right, what's the time where you live when you start the stream? It's 6 p.m. 6 p.m. is when I start the stream UK time ish. Sometimes a bit before, sometimes a bit afterwards." Okay, let's get this done. not brilliant, I'm afraid. Ooh. Bet I couldn't do that again if I tried. I'm actually behind now. Oh dear. So no Group C today. But it is an improvement. There we go. 0.29 seconds improvement. Ozil says, oh, it's 11:30 p.m. in my country. Ouch. Ouch. That would be way past my bedtime. All right. Well, we're moving closer. No surprise to see at the first attempt, I'm in Group D, and it's looking promising getting into Group C. 0.781 seconds away. It looks like, based on my racing there's definitely that sort of improvement to be had. Just got to deliver it in one lap. Where am I now? There we go, 6,903. So definitely some improvement to be had compared to where I normally sit, I'd say. But that's not bad. It's okay. Right, I did enjoy that. That was fun. Now, we earned some rewards, though. So let's have a look at what we earned. I think it was just some R dollars. There we go. There we go. So we've got 31,250, and we'll get the grand prize of 100 gold when we get to 32,200. And there's a possibility, well, I'm pretty sure it will happen in tomorrow's stream if I take this series to 50%. There we go, 1,000 VP. So I'd say that's pretty much guaranteed. Ayaka says it's 10:20 where they are, which I think is California. So there we go. So Tree Kalfik says, does anyone in this chat watch ads to get daily 20 gold? Short answer to that, I do that. I try to do that. But at the moment, I'm getting double rewards. So I'm actually getting 40 gold. But I just tend to have the iPad on in the background while doing other stuff. Because obviously you don't want to be sat watching ads, but you do want the reward of the ads. So that's what I do. Right, okay. So I haven't got any other discounts, and I think the reason for that is if we go into the online multiplayer tournament, the Aston Martin Vulcan AMR Pro, I believe it would only have a 35% discount, but as you can see there, I've already got that fully upgraded. And look at that, we've got the Lotus 311 at 74.5 PR, the Ferrari F40 LM, which I think have I got that racing tonight? Let me have a look. Oh, I must have just completed it. It's exclusive series. So there you go. It's in this week's online multiplayer tournament. But by the looks of it, the best car, I don't think it's even close, is the Aston Martin Vulcan AMR Pro. So I'm going to do a little bit of racing. Ozil asks, how do you get 30? Tony. First you get 10, then you get 10 after, then to get 10 after 30. Okay, yeah. So basically what Sri Karif is talking about is if you're only getting single rewards, the first 5 adverts are 1 gold each. As I said, for some reason, and it's been happening for a bit now, I've been getting 2 golds. So the first 5 adverts give me 10 gold. Then the next 20 adverts give you R dollars. And if you're getting single rewards, it's 2,000 R dollars per ad. If you're getting double rewards, it's 4,000 R dollars per ad. Then the next 5, it's gold again. So single rewards, that's 5 gold. Double rewards, that's 10. Then it's 50 adverts of R dollars. So single rewards 2,000 per advert, double rewards 4,000. Then it's another 5 for gold, meaning single rewards 5 gold, double rewards 10. Then it's 100 adverts of R dollars, single reward 2,000 R dollars per advert, double reward 4,000 R dollars per advert, and then you finish off with 1,000. You finish off with 5 gold adverts, single reward 1 gold, double reward 2 gold, meaning potentially 10 gold. So at the moment, my maximum I can earn through ads is 40 gold per day. And I tell you what, it does make a difference. Hence why my gold is at close to 2,500. It does make a difference if you get the double reward. Now, I don't know if it's anything to do possibly with your status in the game. So, for example, I am an elite racer, just to do with what my fame profile is, which is 626. I think when you get over, it's either 100 or 150, your daily rewards double. So I wonder if it's associated with that by the fact that when I play an advert, I get double reward. I might be wrong on that. Not sure. It may even be country dependent. But there we go. That's where we are. Very good. Sri Kafrik says, okay, got it. Too much work for the other 10 gold. Yes, it is. Yeah. Wouldn't argue with that. Ozil says, oh, I never did the last 10 gold. Never had the patience to watch 100 ads or even do 100 puzzles. Yeah, don't watch the ads. Just have your... I mean, it depends what you're doing. But what I used to do is just in the morning before work, I'd just have that iPad on the side and I'd just click it. So I wouldn't even be watching the ads. And if you fall lucky as well, see, if you fall lucky, you can get 5-second ads. So if you can imagine how many ads you can do in a minute, you can literally have it done in half an hour if you get a shed load of 5-second ads. But it doesn't always happen like that. Right, okay, so let's do a little bit of online racing. Fortunately, it's good tracks. We've got Suzuka at the moment. Now, the Aston Martin AMR Pro is quite quick, not bad at braking at all, and I think grip is okay as well. So, let's do a bit of racing. Now again, this car, I haven't got to do anything else in it because I've already got it fully upgraded. So there are no new series for me with this car. I do find if you want a strategy for online multiplayer tournament, I find the first couple of races are normally the easiest to win. So I normally only do a couple of races and then per day, because they're normally the easiest to win races. I don't know why that is the case. It's just something I've found. The other thing to note as well is quite often if you do not win and you actually like finish down the field, sometimes it knocks your rating down so that you end up racing, if you race again, a set of races that aren't as good as the ones that you've just raced. So sometimes that's a way in which you start moving up the field. All I tend to do with online multiplayer tournament is make sure I at least get 6 gold. And if I feel comfortable with the car, I'll have a go at getting between 8, 9 or even 10. But it's been actually quite a few weeks since I've got anything other than 6 gold. So this isn't going to be a brilliant start for me. I reckon I'll only get about 70, maybe 80 rating points for the win. I'm going to go off track. No, I'm not. Whew. That was close. There we go. We've got second. Thank you to Fadzwa 123 for subscribing to the channel. Very much appreciated. Right, so I got second there. The only downside is you do then have to wait an absolute age for everybody else to finish. It was good to see though that nobody left the race. Nobody had a hissy fit and left the race. That's good to see. Ozil says, I don't get video ads, I get puzzles. Oh, which I solve max at 2 seconds like. It's a 30-second countdown. I completed the puzzle in 2 seconds, 28 seconds. Wow. Okay, that's interesting. I suppose it depends on the adverts you get. Will depend on the country, I would imagine, and whether or not there's puzzles to do as well. Ozil says an update goes for 57 to 60 days, right? At the moment, updates last 8 weeks, so it's 56 days. Right, there you go. 71 rating points. That's not really going to do anything other than put me firmly on 4 gold. So let's have another go. Oh, it's that Red Bull Ring now. Now I find this track a little bit tricky on the second and third corner specifically, because it's like effectively right angles or even a 180. But it does look, see, look, there you go. I've fallen lucky and racing against a group of individuals that have a lower spec car. Oh, just about made that. That were close. So the braking on this car isn't the best, but the grip is okay. I'm going to brake early going into this corner. So that's the end of the two corners that I'm not a big fan of getting round. I always struggle. But I am easily in the lead. I'm not really going to have a problem winning this one. So I reckon this will take me up to 6 gold, and I'll probably... Oh, there you go, somebody got a hissy fit and left. I'll probably not do any more online multiplayer tournaments today, but we will have another go with this car on Friday. I'm so far ahead, I can make absolutely certain I get round those corners without going off track. In other words, go a little bit slower than what I probably would do normally. There we go. That's the last of the hard corners for me. This is going to be victory. So a second and a first, I'll take that. Now I should get close to 100 rating points, so I do expect to get up to 6 gold. There we go. So Ozil says, I was getting 30 gold daily from the last update. So 56 times 30, yeah, okay. 60 and 80, I'll take your word on that. 560, I guess, times 3. Sounds about right. If I knew 40 gold existed, I would have had, yeah, 2,240. But it's a hard graft, which is around 560 gold extra, which is literally a new car. Yeah, I know. But it is a graft, I tell you. It's not every day I get to do all the ads. At the very least, I always try to make sure I do the first 2 sets of gold. So at the moment, that's 20 gold a day. It is time consuming doing any more. Well, that's disappointing. 89 rating points. What's the bet in? This only puts me at 5 gold. No, yeah, see, there you go. Look at that, 5 gold. Oh, well, I think I've got to go again then at 5 gold, because that's not high enough. Let's see. Now, I don't need to finish first. I do need to finish in the top 3. So the first 2 times, it was very easy to match me because my score was quite low. And obviously, as your score gets higher, there'll be fewer comparable racers to you. So no surprise, it's struggling to match me up now. So Ozil says, so if I only saved gold for 2 updates, I would have 5,000 plus gold. Well, that's one way of looking at it. But yeah. You do want to spend that gold though. The whole point of the gold is so that you can get the bigger cars. But you are correct. There are a couple of... I might do, another video, because there's lots of little sneaky things you can do to get gold. One of the things I've started doing is they have like recommended games. So if you play those games, you get gold for each level you complete. So it can be quite entertaining doing some of those games. And also then getting rewarded in this game with gold. See, look at that, I'm down in 4th. And that's the problem now, everyone's I'm racing against has a similar spec car. We're all pretty close, I'd say, to be fair. It would only take a mistake by one of us, to drop down. And sometimes that's the problem. So I might end up doing another go, because if I drop down, I might be put up against not so good players again. And I might have the opportunity going back up again. So I reckon at the moment I'm going to score almost 0 points. Look at that, 4. Typical. I was hoping for third, at least, and I get fourth. There we go. Disappointing. So over goes. Those games are not very good. I ain't doing that. I downloaded some games. They are telling to get your account level to 50 to 100 levels, which would take months. You have to pick and choose the games that you do. I mean, for me, it was just a case of picking the sort of games that I would just pick up for half an hour in the background. But yes, you had to be clever, pick and choose the ones that reward for every level you complete. Now, look at that. Finish fourth, -5 rating points. So I guess we've got to go again. Shri Karthik says, do those games really work? Suggest the best ones you've come across then, please. Okay, I'll go. In fact, I've probably got a game on the go at the moment that I'm doing, and I think it's just matching tiles. So it's if you like it, if you think of those sort of games, to keep your mind fresh. So keep your mind young. Um, but I'll see if I've got one showing on the go, and I'll show you where it comes across. But it is best just to do the simple games, the puzzle games. Okay. So at the moment I'm in fifth. But I'll tell you what, it's pretty close between, oh dear, first through to fourth. Well, I had a fourth and got -5. It looks like I'm going to get fourth again. Okay, into third. Let's see if we can catch second. I reckon if I can catch second, I've got a good chance of getting to 6 gold. Say it's touch and, well, it's hit or miss at this moment in time. It's a bit too close for my liking. Right, there we go. Third, I think, by the looks of it, unless I make an error here. There we go. Boom. Okay, there we go. Hopefully, we've scored a few points. We have third confirmed. 40. Okay, I do think that's taken me up to 6. I think I was only needing 20. There we go, 6. Right, okay. So I will not do another race. I'll service the car. It'll be back on Friday. We'll do a bit more racing on the online multiplayer tournament. So, first attempt, online multiplayer tournament, 6 gold, and the weekly time trial, 25 gold. Okay, so in terms of these games, basically, this might work, right? Number one, you need to make sure that you haven't got any VPN in play. It won't let you do it if you've got VPN. So you have to turn your VPN off. But if you basically click in the top right corner, now we're not purchasing anything, so don't worry too much about that. But if you click on the top right corner where it says gold, and you'll see gold offers. So you click earn, and you can see there I've got a game on the go. Something to do with tiles. I've done 20 levels and I've got 20 gold. But you see, there's all sorts. But you do have to, as I say, you do have to be careful. Um, so the idea is just pick and choose a game that you're likely to play. That's how I look at it, and then earn that money. I think, like for example, in the past, I'll have done the bus away traffic jam. You see there, it tells you you get 1 gold per level. Probably stay away from the things like mech arena shooting games. It doesn't tell you how many gold you get per level completed. Um, yeah, there we go. Now, while we're in here as well, this is another area that you can earn gold as well. So, for example, the things where you've got like check out Breakthrough Podcast. If you just click two, I'll just click on and you click earn. It just takes you to the website, and once you've got to the website, it gives you the reward normally. The one thing I would probably say is make sure you've got your web browser in incognito mode. That's how I tend to do it, just so you're nice and secure. Right, there we go. That's where those additional gold earnings are. Hope that was okay for you. So we've done up to this point. So we've been racing 48 minutes, and we've done the online multiplayer tournament and the weekly time trial. Not earned any gold up to this point. So it's about time we did, which means going into the exclusive series. Right. So as always, I have 4 open, but obviously we've taken the Porsche up to fully upgraded. That's coming there. I'm not going to be doing any of that today. Probably won't be doing any of it on what day is it? On Friday. And because of where my end dollars are at the moment, 4.733 million, and my cap is 5 million, I'm probably going to hold off doing the Peugeot at this moment in time. So I'm going to focus on the Ferrari F12 TDF, which I'm hoping to get to 100%. The Porsche 911 GT 198, which I want to take above 75%. And the Mercedes-Benz SLR McLaren 722, want to take that series above 25%. So let's start with the Ferrari. If I complete this, I'm going to get 40 gold and some odd dollars. Let's give it a go. Druba Dutter says, hi guys, hi Guardian, hello, welcome along. Thanks for watching and saying hello in the chat. Ozil says 13,000 gold. WTF, I'm not actually saying what that means. That's at least a decade of playing that game. Probably. 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 You're probably right. But you wanted different ways of which you can earn gold. There you are. You've had a few this evening. You don't have to do it. Not everyone wants to do it, and I fully understand not doing it. I just think if I'm potentially going to play those sort of games because the puzzle games just keeps your brain on edge, there's an opportunity of getting some gold into this game, and I'll go ahead and do it. I'll obviously just try and make sure I do it securely, that's all. Right, so Tier 5 Speed Snap at the short track at Hockenheimring. Now, this car is a little bit slippery. It can get away from you at times. Let's just take our time going into this. Okay, so I wasn't a million miles away. I got second, and I'm pretty sure yeah, I'm not far off getting first there. So we'll give that another go. Maybe just a little bit earlier on the acceleration. I'll be right here. Right, 163, is it enough? There we go, 163.78. Just that little difference of acceleration on a little bit earlier, and we've got first. Okay, so that is Tier 5 completed. Oh, Ozil says this game is already monotonous. Oh dear, for me, doing same things, everything for $M cap and all races every week and adds to. Now struggling on those trash games will definitely make me give up on this game. Oh, obviously you don't have to do it. If you think they're trash, you know you don't have to do it. All I'm saying is, if you find games in the list that you might enjoy playing, you get some enjoyment out of playing those games, and you get rewards in Real Racing 3. But if that's not for you, that's fair enough. Ozil says, because this update, the cars in this update aren't even that interesting. My favourite car has been the McLaren 765 LT and the electric Lotus because of the speed and acceleration. And obviously, neither of those cars were new to this update. But then again, that's the beauty of the flashback events. It gives you the opportunity of winning cars that you don't currently own, but have been in the game a significant amount of time. Add to that list the BMW. Right, so Tier 8 Autocross. It's a long autocross, 51 seconds. And with this car, it might be a bit painful. There you go, you see, back end. Knew that had happened. And again. Oh. Knew that had happened. I could see me going off. Realised if I turned any quicker, I'd lose the back end. This is the bit I don't like about this car. I've actually still potentially got an outside chance of getting the time, but I need to make sure I get this corner right. No, I'm not going to do it. Okay, I reckon I'm about a second off at this moment in time. 52.6 against 51.29. A little bit more than a second. Right. It definitely was the skids that cost me there, so let's see if we can make amends. Not like that. Oh. Well, the question is, am I up? I think I'm actually a little bit up, and I don't think I've got quite as hard a time to beat, so might be an opportunity here of getting first. There we go. Would not have got first on my first attempt still, 51.718, but first on this attempt. Right. Next up, Speed Snap at Melbourne. 123 miles per hour. Let's see what we can do. There we go. Nice and easy. Boom. Done. Tier 8 completed. On to Tier 11. Oh, we've got a speed snap and a speed record. So, speed snap burst. Grand Prix circuit Silverstone. 170 miles per hour. All right. Ah, do you know what? I reckon this one's all right. Once you've got past this corner, it's just acceleration all the way. There we go. I think I got first by a couple of miles per hour there, 171.30. It was looking close for a minute there, but no, first it is. Still got plenty of durability left in this car as well. Speed record at the junior course at Monza. Right, a little bit of a trick here because the fastest part of the track is at the end of this straight. So let's start from way back behind the starting line. Go. Whoopsie-daisy. Nevertheless, did get first. Just get Eric the engineer onto the bodywork repair and all is good in the world. Boom. Aaron C. John enters the chat and says, hello. Hello back. Welcome along. Thanks for watching and saying hello in the chat. Ozil says, I have driven so much slippery cars since I am at the start of the game that I can't see the grip on the car and tell when to brake, how much to tilt and not slip at all. Yeah, it can be frustrating with some of these cars. This is definitely one of those cars that loses its back end very easily. But you can't really, I don't think you can really tell by looking at the stats. Although, again, if you look at the if you look at the grip and compare it to the other stats, it does look like it's the worst feature of this car. But it's the worst feature because I think its engine is in the back. Something heavy is in the back. That's how it feels when driving this car. Right, autocross at Laguna Seca. 27 seconds. I'm not going to cheat, but I reckon if they're struggling for time, just cutting across that bit there will save about a second. So if I'm struggling, there's some time to be had. 27 seconds. Probably on 18, 19, 20. Yeah. Nah, I think we're going to be alright. There we go. 27.2. I think that's enough to get first. There we go. Boom. Aaron C. John says, I had 770 points in the multiplayer last week with the P1. I won races against the Senna GTR and the Peugeot using the P1. Wow. Just had to do some corner cuts. Oh, that normally slows you down, but well done. Well done. Ozil says, I meant I can do all that after just looking at the grip. I wrote it wrong. Oh, right, okay. Engine is in the front for... Is it? Then why is it always the back end that loses then? It's just crazy. There we go. Engine is in the front for the F12 TDF. Well, I'll tell you what, there's something causing that back end to lose. It's bizarre. Right. Okay. So tier 14. Interestingly enough, this particular exclusive series doesn't have 20 tiers. It's only got 16. I'm sure some of the others. Yeah, I've got 20 tiers. How about that? Right, okay, so tier 14, speed record and speed snap to do. One at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the other at Daytona. I'm going to do the speed snap first, because I think the speed snap will be a little bit challenging. Just a little bit off there, just a little bit off. 146.89, only fifth. There we go, 2 whole miles per hour off. Right, let's give that another go. Oh, you see, I almost got that right, but I messed it up. Let's try that again. That wasn't even close. That wasn't even close. To be fair, I think I had the right idea. It's just because I touched off track and obviously that slowed me down. I've done it again. Done it again. No. I knew this one would be hard. Well, how about that? I got first. I did not expect to get first there. I thought I'd be struggling for some time, but no, it's done. Right, okay, so tier 14, let's do the speed record at Indianapolis. Now, again, it's one where the fastest part of the track is at the end of the straight. So I'm going to start way behind the start line just to maximize the ability of getting first. Because that's how this game works. Now, I'll tell you this, the little curve coming up, this car, I'm going to have to let go because it won't handle it. There we go. Oh, I would have got first before crossing the finish line. Nevertheless, I've definitely got first. Just got to get round the lap now. Maybe then with this car, it's the case he's got literally nothing in the back then. Maybe it's the opposite to what I thought, as in all the weight is at the front of the car, so it's the back that slides. Maybe as well, very little downforce with the aerodynamics of this car. Lord Night Moon enters the chat and says, hello back, sir, welcome along. Thanks for watching and thank you for saying hello in the chat. Good to see you again. Right, there we go. So that is first. That's I think that's another tier completed. Tier 14 completed, just tier 16 to do, and one race only, the autocross at the short track at the Porsche test track. All right. So this is for 40 gold. I did that easily. There we go. All right, so that is that exclusive series completed. First gold of the evening. 2,398. Thank you very much. Let's service the car just to get it on full durability. Okay, that is one exclusive series completed. What we'll do next is the Porsche 911 GT1 98. What am I doing? We're at 70%. Let's have a look and see what we've got to do. Oh, I've got speed record. I don't really want to be doing that. Let's have a, there's another speed record there. A couple of head-to-heads. I'm thinking some of the longer races. Right, okay, so where were you? There you are. Speed record at Monza. Now again, fastest part of the track, the end of this straight. So I'm going to start way behind the start line. There's been a bit of this today. Not from here. Go. There you go. Cross the finish line, so I had to do that, otherwise I would not have got first. Got to get round the lap now. Nice and easy does it. So I think I'm going to have to do the speed record at Formula E. I'm not a fan of Formula E tracks at all. But if I've only got to set the fastest speed, maybe it won't be quite so problematic as a cup race for Formula E. Right, there we go. %. So I think it was earlier on there were some speed records. Right, okay, so tier 3 speed record at the Hong Kong Formula E track. I've got no idea where the fastest part of the lap is. I think again. Yeah. Start from here, I think. No, that's not the fastest part of the lap. Must be this. Somebody might get hurt. There we go. So you can see why I don't like these types of tracks. Well, at least I got first there, so I don't have to do it again. I didn't check how much I'd get for this one. I think it's 30 gold for 75% on this one. Or is it a bit more? It might be a bit more. No, it's 30. Right, okay, 74%. I just need one more race. I think I'm going to do that speed record at tier 6. But let's just have a look down here. Okay. Let's do the speed record at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Bit of a speed record theme tonight. And you know what it means as well, because the fastest part of the track is at the end of the straight. So I'm going to start from way behind the start line yet again. There you go. I'm not sure if this will slide or not, so I'm just going to lightly press it. So there we go. I think we're through. Fifth, fourth. There you go. First after the start line or the finish line. So it's another one where I had to do that to get first. There we go. First. And that should mean a 30 gold reward. There we go. So I'm tempted to just leave the rest. I actually think there's enough there to get to 100% on Friday without running out of durability. Might regret saying that, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to attempt to do that on Friday. So 2 sets of reward earned up to 2,428 gold. One final exclusive series today, because I'm not doing the Peugeot because it's M dollars. I'm just going to save M dollar earnings for the limited series event. I might still need to do something because you see there I'm almost at the full amount. But I'll have a think. I don't want to be spending close to 2 million M dollars on a car. Right, anyway, next up, Mercedes-Benz SLR McLaren 722. It's 22%. I just need to get this to 25%. So I think we'll do some eliminations. We'll start here. The Bridge Grand Prix circuit elimination, 8 cars. Just don't be in last place after 20 seconds. Let's go. Fourth. Again, it's another car that's a little bit slidey in the back end. Up into third. Might even get second here. Oh. Odd looking coloured car. we go, first. Job done. Just got to stay there now. Right, one lap done. Podium guaranteed. Be nice to get first though. See if we can pull away. I wonder what this car is like inside. I'm pretty sure it's pretty basic actually. We'll have a look as we go down here. Yeah, that's pretty basic. Oops, a daisy on the grass. There we go, first. Ooh. Did you see that for an ending? All right, 24%. Let's hopefully just need to do one more elimination and we'll be at 25%. I guess it's 10 gold. Yeah, no surprise there. I'm surprised actually. It wasn't 5. 5, 10. No, that wouldn't work. Anyway, there we go. Head to head. No, not doing Hunter. No, no. Oh no. Elimination on Formula E. No. Or should we? Do you know what? Let's have a bit of a laugh at my expense. Elimination on Formula E. It is Berlin. Actually, this is one of the worst tracks. But what I've got to remember is everyone's got the same problem. Everyone's in the same car. Maybe just take my time, slowly but surely, work my way up the field. Problem is, with this, the other problem with this track is I feel there's not loads of overtaking opportunities. That's the problem with this track. And here is where you can lose it. Oh, I did well there. Look at that, into second. Okay. So. Here's the problem, he's pulling away. You just can't, I struggle with this track. Nevertheless, I'm not a million miles behind him, but I am behind him. Oh, so close to overtaking then. There you go. Do you know what? I've done all right here. I did not expect this to go quite as well as it has. So podium guaranteed. 2 cars left in the race. He's right on my tail. She is, don't know which. Corrine, probably a girl. Sorry if you're not. There we go. First. Mohan Apu 4875 says hi. Hi back. Welcome along. Thanks for watching. Thank you for saying hello in the chat. What does that do? Oh dear. Didn't want to do that. I'm still, though, not seeing what used to be people's proper names, so I don't quite understand what's gone on there. Oh dear, what have I done now? There you go. Right, okay, so elimination first place. Is this enough to get 25% and 10 gold reward? The answer is yes. All right, so we've been racing 1 hour 27 minutes. As I said, I'm not going to do the Peugeot 9X8 Hypercar. Now, in fairness, there are 2 series it's in. It's in this one, which is still open, and it's also in the motorsports, all the way along endurance prototypes. I've got beginning of a new chapter to take up to 100%. So the reason why I'm not doing these cars is because my M dollar total is at 4.7 million, so it's close to being at 5 million, and I want to have M dollars available to be earned due to the limited series that's currently open. The BMW M Hybrid V8 is a motorsports car, and so will earn me M dollars. So I'm going to skip the Peugeot 9X8 Hypercar for the moment, but I have one more race to do this evening, which is in Road Collection and Season 4, the Type R Showdown, currently at 98%. So this is last week's weekly time trial car. I didn't fully upgrade it. I just upgraded it enough to complete the series it's in. As you can see by the fact there's no icon, it doesn't have an exclusive series. So the plan is attempt to get first in the Grand Prix circuit at Nürburgring, 4 laps, final race this evening. I can't remember how much gold it will get me. I think it's, is it 34 or 32? I can't remember. Might be even only 27. As always, German Grand Prix circuit, round the outside, stay out of trouble, work my way up the field, already in 8th. How did I only get 3rd before? No idea. I think I might have been using the other car. Okay, so we're in 5th. Let's work our way through the field. There we go, 4th. Perfect. Get off the grass. There we go. Right, so at the moment, I'm not really catching these guys up. I'm not going to cut the corner. I'm tempted to, but let's see if I can catch these guys. There you go, there's the answer to that question. Up into 3rd. 3 laps to go, 2 cars to overtake. Okay, can we catch first? I think it's a case of holding on around most of the lap, and then where that chicane is, that seems to be where I catch up and I've got opportunity to then overtake. So I'm just going to try and stay close to him till the end of the lap and then give it a go to overtake. So that being said, opportunity has now just arisen. There we go, first. You know what, I'm saying this is the last bit of racing, but I think there's some radical RXC racing to be done, so we'll have a go at that next. No gold to be earned though, no gold to be earned. Okay, 2 laps to go, we're in first, we're not first by a massive amount. Just 100 yards, give or take 10. Penultimate lap. Oh, there we go. Round the corner. And we're now coming up to 200 yards in the lead. Catching back markers as well. A bit quicker through that chicane. 1 more lap to go. Back marker to overtake. Yes, I've not had any problem this time around. I reckon I must have used the other car, which isn't quite as agile as this car, and it's a little bit harder to drive. The PR, I think, for both cars are quite similar. Not concentrating there, and off he went. 200 yards still ahead though, so no problem in terms of staying in front. Just maybe focus a little bit more. There we go. Perfect. So you know what? Maybe we should make this the last race of today. Coming up to 1 hour 40 minutes. That's a nice bit of racing for the evening. Final set of gold to be earned. Car does need servicing, no surprise. 4 laps would do that. $28 gold, not bad. 2,466 gold with the possibility of getting 100 grand prize VP reward tomorrow. So there we go. Let's leave it there. Let's leave it there. So what are we doing? 71%. I doubt very much I'll have taken that up to 88%, but clearly now in the 87s. So this type of racing I'll bring back on Friday. So we'll do some online multiplayer tournament, some weekly time trials, some exclusive series, and maybe some additional series as well. In regards to tomorrow, we're going to carry on with the BMW M Hybrid V8 Limited Series. Sitting at 42%, definitely take it above 50%, might get close to 75%. We'll find out tomorrow. Okay, game off screen, mute the game. Hopefully you enjoyed tonight's racing. If you did, please give it a thumbs up or a like. And if you'd like to see more of this type of stuff, then please subscribe to the channel The Fifth Guardian on YouTube, or follow the channel The Fifth Guardian on Rumble. With that being said, I hope whatever is left of your day is a very good one, and I hope to see you tomorrow for some more racing. So until then, thank you and goodbye.